Oh, you guys can't hear me. I've been talking. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. How are you? Let me double check everything is working. There are a bunch of fun announcements today. But I have been talking for a bit, so that's fun. That's very fun for me. All right. Let's move over here. Welcome in, everybody. How are you today? Madrigal, welcome in. How's it going? Emmy, hello. How are you? Epic Mickey, hello. How's it going? Bear, Yimit, hello. Ammers, a sushi raid. Our pets' heads are falling off. Sassy, welcome in. How's it going? Lego, hello. A few jet games. I'm curious what you think those are, because I'm not sure if I know. Bear with the 25 stream streak. So many things. Thank you so much for the 25 stream streak, Bear. Again, Sushi for the raid. Daz, hello. Welcome in. You're at the perfect time for you to raid. Perfect. Welcome in. Here, let me play a little raid video for you. Boop. Hi Raiders, I'm Jet, your fourth favorite streamer. Yeah, fourth. You know, the guy you end up with when your favorites are offline and you misclicked my channel. Before we dive in, Snapsicles, this is a family-friendly stream. Please keep your chats cozy and clean or my mods will be on you like a pack of wild pumas. Looking for a triple threat? Gaming, chatting, and looks? Well, let me tell you why I'm called Triple Jet. When it comes to gaming, we dive into puzzles, indie games, RPGs, and mysteries. But the biggest mystery of all will be why you're still watching. Like to chat? Well, we get so derailed it's like we're a train to nowhere and I'm your conductor. Choo choo. And when it comes to looks, I am like the solar eclipse, best not to look at. Now, if you want a good streamer, follow the creators I just linked in chat. They will obliterate my stream like a snap from Thanos. Mr. Bezos, I don't feel so good. But if you like the wonderfully wrecked vibe of a beat-up pinata, then you're in the right place. The candy's mostly gone, but we can still keep it sweet. So drop a follow and we'll make this Siesta Fiesta the absolute Vesta. Got a jet? And welcome in, everybody. Thank you again, Sushi, for the raid. Let's see. You got your laptop fixed, Epic Mickey? And yes, there is a Pokemon in No Man's Sky now, sort of. Xeno Arena. I'm doing okay, Madrigal. How are you? I'm well, gearing up for the final 8 days of school. I couldn't remember if it was this week or next week. So it's next week that is the last one. Got replaced, not fixed. Oh, nice. Well, that's fun. Had to dip into my money to get it replaced, but it was worth it. Nice. Are you happy with the new laptop? Spin my motherboard. Oh no. The 17th. Okay. Okay, very cool. Yeah, and that's Next Fest. Next week is Next Fest, yes? No. Yes. Yes. And I had to hear it from Instagram. Well, I mean, I mentioned it on stream, so I don't know. We didn't play it, but that was 2 updates ago, technically. There's a current update going on, like, or a newer update. Faulty Ethernet. Oh no. Next Fest starts on the 15th. Yes. When is Nintendo? Supposedly there's a Nintendo Direct this week. Get to it? I don't know. We'll see. I already did part of the new update. I don't know if I'll continue it on stream, but apparently it was not only bit locked, but it had liquid damage because of milk. Oh no. Don't cry over spilled milk. Finished Venice After Dark. Working on some end-of-year paperwork. Picked up Wolf Among Us today. Oh, you have to tell us how it is. I've actually never played it. I've heard it's very good, though. Yeah, supposedly it'll be... There's rumors that there will be one this week. But, Bear, which games did you see that you said were very me? I did see Fable. Love it, Haley Atwell. She's very creepy in that. That was very, she's very spoopy. She's very spoopy in that. But like, she's so good at acting. She's so good at what she does. I love Haley Atwell. I feel like she should be in more things. I don't see her in a lot. What is? Oh, Wolf Among Us. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. The Magpie game. Yes, I think so. I'll definitely... I think there's a demo for it out next week. Did stream stop? No, we lost a few frames, though, but... Spyro 4, I did see that. I've never played Spyro at all. But I did see that. I bet YV will be excited about that. Vivarium. That sounds... Hold on. Vivarium game. Yeah, that one looks interesting. I'm not sold on that one, but I like that they went for sort of the Ghibli-esque style. I need to see more. I need to see more before I commit to that one. But I did like the direction they were going in. I need Halo. I have always loved Halo, and I don't want to get a console. No. Oh, the double dose of they announced Persona 6, or at least really, I feel like they just unveiled the color mostly, which is green. But looks cool. They also announced Persona 4 something. Persona 4 something. Which looks fun. Maybe I'll play that one. Maybe that's the one I'll play. Because I haven't played any Persona 4. Revival. There we go. I knew it started with an R. Aw, Mary, welcome in. How have you been? Rumor has it it's heavy metal and rock with a dark, almost horror theme going back to their roots. That should be interesting. Yeah, it looked very horror-ish, so... I'm doing okay. How have you been? Oh, I also saw, they announced Crazy Taxi, which, I posted in YV's Discord that, because he just played, he's done a few things where he's played a game and then a new entry or like a new, whatever has been like relevant, that has been like just announced. So like he finished Toy Story. They announced there's a new Toy Story game bundle. He played Crazy Taxi. They announced there's a new one. There is also... They also mentioned that they did use generative AI in this new Crazy Taxi that they're making. So... The world is awful. Just done studying. Gonna head to bed in a little while. That's fun. What have you been studying? And what's funny is I saw some people who were like, boo. Yeah. I saw some people that were like, what does it matter? It's Crazy Taxi. Who cares if they use generative AI? And I just wanted to be like, I feel like the counter argument could also be, it's Crazy Taxi. Why would they need to use generative AI? Like it's such a, I don't know. It doesn't need to be a thing. Anyway, just it's dumb. That's not the point. Yeah. I agreed. Learning Korean. Oh, I hope that's going well. Tuesdays are my classes, and I just went through this week's PowerPoint. Oh, so fun! Are you doing, is it online or in-person classes? Also have a follow-up question for you, Mary. That's a different one. I saw this dumb thing on Twitter where this guy was like, some guy was like, look at this new art style I came up with, and it was literally just him plugging something into an AI filter. No! Why do people do this? In-person classes and our teachers from Korea. Oh, so cool. That's awesome. That's very good. That'll probably help with then like doing it in person probably helps with like then in-person practice and whatever. That's very cool. Mary, have you heard of Maya the Bee? If I said, do you know who Maya the Bee is? Would you recognize that? Even if you've never like watched it, but like, do you know who Maya the Bee is? Also, I have an update on yesterday. Tell me the update. Not sure. Okay, it's an older like cartoon, but I learned that they had a like a Netherlands translation. So I was curious. Well, that's how we spell it, but I don't know if that's necessarily how you, because I know sometimes when they translate it, it's like, I know some countries spell it like M-A-I-A. I'll show you a picture of Maya the Bee, but yes, that's how I would spell it. Also, there's like a newer version. I'm talking about, hold on. Original. It's like a very old cartoon. Maya the Bee. Does that look familiar? It's a little bee named Maya. The name's the same, just the other word's different. De Beige. Originally in German. Yeah, it was a German / like Japanese collaboration or something. Like, I think like they were the first 2 countries to do it. Cause it's like some people actually consider it an anime. I don't think it's an anime, but anyway, I was just curious because they were saying that it was mostly popular in Europe and some countries in Asia, but then it spread elsewhere. Like it did play here in the States, but I don't think a lot of Americans know Maya the Bee. So I was just curious if you know, if I said Maya the Bee, would you be like, oh yeah, it's that one bee girl? or if you would just be like, oh, I don't know. The lady came back, Bear. What did she talk to you about? What happened? Did she give you any more sass? I do recognize it. Okay, very cool. That's good to know. That was it. That was just a random aside. I did forget names sometimes, but I recognize the beat right away. Okay, very, very cool. That's cool. I've listened to the, like, because they also redid all of the intro, like the show's intro is unique for every country, or at least every language. So I listened to the intro from the Netherlands. During the Xbox showcase, she showed up, and my mom called me and said, "Hey, can you come down here for a second?" She said, "Melissa thinks you owe an apology from yesterday." I said, "Are you serious?" What? Okay, continue. She replied, "Well, I found the way you talked to me and my son to be inappropriate, and I came back so you could apologize. I was so angry that she was taking me away from the showcase. I simply said, if you want an apology, try getting one from your son who lied to your face, because I'm not going to apologize. Have a nice day." That sounds excellent. That seems great. I can't... The audacity. The audacity to try to get... for those that who weren't here yesterday, Bear's mom's friend and her child was there at his house, and the kid did something where he lied to his mom about, like, Bear said something mean about me or whatever, and the mom, like, got upset with them, but they were standing, like, at the time that they had that conversation, he was standing by, like a cam, like a door cam or whatever. And so he had the whole conversation, so he played it back for her, and so the kid was just lying. And the mom got upset at Bear for exposing the kid to lying, that exposed that the kid was lying. So the audacity for her to come back and be like, you need it. One, you owe me an apology. That is, yeah. Your kid is a liar. You don't need to. So basically what happened is she feels embarrassed that you embarrassed her, I guess, and she feels like, I don't know. Yeah. She said, this is what's wrong with people these days. They can't just apologize when they're wrong. And I said, that's what's wrong with you people. You can't take actual evidence at face value. You have to make up your own narrative. Sounds like she is a pill, for sure. That is wild. I can't imagine. Sounds rough. Yeah, seriously. That is wild, Bear. After that, I showed my mom the video, and she was like, well, that's weird. It is. But a woman and kid, yeah. Yeah, the kid said that Bear called him fat. And he went to the mom and said that. And then Bear was like, no, I didn't actually. There you go. I've dealt with kids like, yeah, that's so annoying. That's very, very annoying. And again, the fact that the mom is like doubling down more so and is like, sort of like, my child is an angel who would never lie to me. That just seems, I don't know. That's weird. If that had actually happened, sure. But yeah, that's weird. And to come back the next day also. I just can't with these back road hillbilly people. Oh no. Oh no. That is just, yeah, to come back also. It's 2026. You could at least, if she really, just call, if that's what she really wants to do, or send a text, an email maybe, I don't know, voice memo. Time to drive over there. That's a lot. She has a lot of spare time on her hands. When I came downstairs and I saw her sitting there, I was like, oh no. Gosh. That is, yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, so other announcements. We'll get into the game sooner than later. Thank you for the hydrate, Mary. There's Fable. People were talking about Fable. Persona 6, Persona 4. Spyro. A Realm Beyond. So new Spyro game. It looks good. I was like, it'd be so funny if I just played that one. If I only played the new Spyro. And like just didn't play any of the other ones. I feel like I would make people upset. But it does look good. I mean, like the graphics look good. They didn't show too much gameplay. It does look like he can fly like normally, like just he can just fly now? Question mark. But we'll see. I think the trailer mostly shows flying. And so people were like, I hope it's not an on rails like only flying thing. I don't think it is. That'd be weird for them to do that, but weirder things have happened. By the way, Nintendo just announced that there's going to be the Nintendo store, the eShop is going to be down in the morning on Tuesday. Weird. The Reignited Trilogy is on sale for $10. I already own it. I already own it. So I have no excuse besides I feel like YV would just think I was copying him, so I might not play those. I'm just gonna, maybe I'll play them backwards. Teach him a lesson. Oh, people were talking about Gears of War E-Day. Who here has played Fable? I've never played a Fable game. But the new Fable, that trailer looked very interesting to me. It looked very interesting. Oh! Did you guys see the magic one? Where you're a magician? I doubt he would think that. He'd probably be thrilled you're playing the games. I think he'd be like, you're copying me. That was the other, yeah, it was like Magic Bioshock. I saw Magic Shock, I guess. What was that one called? It's like exactly. That one looks cool. If you can find the name of it for me, Bear, let me know, or if you remember it. Also, the Spire game is going to be like on every platform, which is nice. I think it's coming to the Switch as well. Was there anything else that people have been talking about? Magicians, the Devil's Deal. Magicians, the Devil's Deal. Yeah, it looked super good. Oh, the altars. Oh, I was gonna mention that. I do plan on maybe bringing it, playing that again at some point. I just don't know what to do. Because we missed another DLC also. Well, can I continue it just where I left off? Or do I have to start over? It's been so long since I played the altars. Part of me is afraid I won't remember what I was doing, but also, up to you. I'd watch it either way. We went through the struggle of like making sure that one guy would stay alive for a bit. I too forget everything about that game. Yeah, because I was like, I might forget the mechanics, but I remember it's sort of slow at the beginning. So I'm like, oh, we'd have to do all that again. The beginning. Let me check something. Maybe what I can do, if possible, if we restart it, maybe I will play the beginning part on easy until we get to the part we got up to, and then I'll switch it back. Because I remember the beginning part of the game is like a bit slow. That's like my that would be a criticism for me, is that it felt a bit slow. You have to do a lot of like trips back and forth, and so like if I could make that part just go faster, great. And then I could, because I can visualize where we're at. We're in that cave that's up at the top. Like there's like 2 different levels. It's like a windy cave. So if I could like get to that part, just so I get like a refresher, because I don't know, I just don't. This is what happens when I move on from a game, and then I'm like, if I have to go back, it's just such a whole thing. It's the whole deal with Clair Obscur. Where I'm like, oh, but then people don't know what's going on, but I've also probably forgotten. I don't know. I don't know. You watch your VODs? Nah. Boo. Who'd watch me? Um. There was another game I saw that I was like, oh, I should mention this, and I'm forgetting what it is. Me. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I still have it on my PlayStation. I've still, like, The Alters has not left my PlayStation since I played it, because I've been like, oh, I'll go back to that, and then just we never have. To be fair, if we do, it won't be soon, because we have too much. We have too much to do. Next week, Next Fest. The following week, we have Star Fox. We have beeweek after that. So much to do. And it'll likely be Star Fox, beeweek, Star Fox. I don't think we'll finish it in 3 days. And then Retro Month. No, that might be like a reward or like a goal thing. That's also, it's so much. That's so much retro. That's so much when there's like, I don't know, I'm always like, there's always new games to play, you know? I don't know how people do it. I don't know how retro streamers do it. After Shark Week. See, I like themed animal weeks because you can like play a few different things and then you're done. But like retro games, we're not gonna get anywhere with them because they take forever. I would say he is predominantly. He changes every bit. Like sometimes he'll, like, he's playing Batman, or he did Astrobot. But I would say yes, he's mostly a retro streamer. Yeah, I don't know how he does it, but he also doesn't like playing certain games on stream, where I'll just be like, I'll play whatever I would normally play. Sometimes I'll play it and I'll be like, okay, maybe this is a game that's like, people aren't super interested in this one, so I'll just play it off stream. But it's like, we've played JRPGs. I don't care if it's like a long game, where I think that's probably one of his concerns. My friend told me his game got revealed this week. Ooh, what game is it? Also, I think there was something about the Sinking City 2, which is Shady's game. Oh, apparently it's Spyro? Did he work on Spyro? That's neato. Yeah, the Sinking City 2 got a new trailer. So, yeah, that was Shady's game. I have so many random tabs open that I need to close. Why do I have so many tabs open? He's working for Toys for Bob. That's so cool. Didn't know they were located in California. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. You should tell that to YV. YV would be like, can he get me something? Probably. Because they did the Crash also, right? There was something else. There was another game that I was like, oh, that looked Nito Bonito. Oh, did you guys see? There is another game that's coming out on GTA 6's release date. A Challenger Arises. Do you also have emotional support tabs that keep you keep open just in case you need them? I feel like I keep them generally pretty clean. I pretty much always have my streamer dashboard. I have a thing open for my stream deck that I just leave open, and then I have the moderator tab open for YV's stream. Those are like my main tabs, and then I have extra things. Sometimes I'll like before stream, if I remember, if I'm looking on Reddit, I'll just like, if I see something that I might want to talk about, I'll just open it up in a new tab so I can like do that. But I just had a bunch of tabs open from yesterday. He made me think it was a big company. I mean, Toys for Bob, that's pretty cool. But no, there's another game that is going to be releasing on GTA 6's release date. No one saw it coming, and of course, it would take a game like this to challenge the juggernaut. It's Barbie Rewind. They're going up against GTA 6. Who will win? Who will win? Let's see. Where is... Let me just look on real fast. The gaming subreddit. Oops. I think my Reddit died. It exploded. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Barbie's going to Thanos snap the competition. Yeah. I thought it was very funny. Let's see. Oh, I didn't Senua is getting a new game. I did not play. I started playing the first one, never finished it. Didn't play the second one. I heard it was quite boring. Yeah, so I'm curious about this. Played both. Senua looked great. I heard the second one was basically just like you walk for a really long time, you interact with the thing. You walk for a really long time, you walk with the thing. There's a RuneScape skull and crossbones badge available now. Oh. I haven't looked at badges in the past few days. I mean, there are puzzles and fighting. True. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't entice me from what I had heard. Yeah. Does anyone want a RuneScape skull? We can change categories. This is what it looks like. Looks like this. If you would like a RuneScape skull, let me know, and I will switch categories. You have to gift a sub in a RuneScape category. I have the, I do like that one. I have that one too. Nope. I've never played RuneScape. I don't necessarily desire this badge. The one that Mary has is a cuter one for sure. It's so derpy. Yeah, I like its big eyes. I like that one. And it's like, I feel like it's smiling. I think it's smiling. I see a smile on that skull's face. Let's see. Oh, thanks. I've thought about redoing it. It's a skull. It's always smiling. I guess that's true. Can a skull frown? It's a good question. I thought about redoing them. I've had them for so long. Thought about redoing all the sub badges. lots to redo. Lots to update and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. That's a low priority thing for me, but I have thought about it. Also, by the way, our friend Lurkette is streaming. You should, if you guys are not following Lurkette, you should go drop her a follow. She's wonderful. She's probably playing Subnautica right now. If I were to guess, I have not checked. I'm opening up a tab right meow. Got to continue my streak over there. Where is she? She is playing Subnautica. Hold on. Yes. Okay. I'm now lurking over there. Let's go ahead. I know we didn't talk for an hour like we usually do, but let's start up the game. Oh, I need to switch HDMIs. We're not going to go for super long today, so I thought it would be best to, you know, at least get back on the because we haven't also played this game in a bit. We started this, then the cat burglar game came out, and so then we switched to that, and then we haven't gone back. But we did chat for over 4 hours on Friday, so yeah, that's true. I should really go to bed now. It's almost 4 a.m. Do you have work tomorrow? Are you being a degenerate like I usually am? Or can you stay up? We started a new chapter and like stopped there, if I recall.
So, I have good news, better news, and sensational news.
I do, but at least I don't have to get up super early. That is good, then at least. I'm glad you don't have to get up super early. Still not ideal. Hence why I'm gonna run out. Well, thank you so much for popping in, Mary. It's good to see you. Hope you've been well. You'll have to keep us updated on your Korean learning journey. It's very cool. So if we recall, everybody, we were first in that one place. We got the ChromaGun. It broke, so we went to a multiversal location and went to another place to steal their gun. We then went through another portal, and this is where we're at. And it seems, my guess, is that based on like how things look, the worlds have like spliced together. Like, the wall patterns are very different. This is like that other reality. This one's like our starting reality. So I think it's gonna be something like that. That's my guess.
The good news is, you going backwards through the portal didn't destroy the entire universe. Yay!
Yay, trophy! Don't destroy the entire universe.
The better news is, you found a tri-colored ChromaGun. So we can finally get started on the new testing track.
Chroma Lab and Chroma Tech. Right. Looking a bit messy.
And the sensational news? I met your friend.
Hello, dearie. I suppose we still get to have some fun after all.
Lovely. Okay. Oh, is that gonna like turn it? It made it red. Ah, interesting. Okay. Can I? Oh, wait. Right, we also learned an ability where we can, like, we can now remove a color's object. They're so animated. They're... whoever does the voices for these characters, they did a good job. Oh. There we go. I can make that red. I can't change that to anything. Can I... There we go. That opens this door for us. Ooh, is this... Oh, I thought this was two different colors. No, it's fine. I was like, how's that gonna work? What did that do? Oh. Okay. So we have a red one there. We need to make it... Does this hurt me? No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay. So... Okay. So we have a blue thing here. But this is... Okay, yeah, that's stuck at orange. Interesting. It has like, so we're gonna have multiple steps. I'm guilty of girl dinner tonight. It's almost 10. Where'd that guy come from? Hello? Hello? Where did... It's almost 10 and I'm having cheese and grapes. That sounds lovely. Sounds very like I don't know, Mediterranean. Something. I don't know. Do you need to go there? Probably not. I don't know. We have this thing. Where am I taking you? I think I do need you over here. Right? These levels did get very complicated. I do... Oh, I can't turn you into a color. I don't see... Mediterranean equals girl. I think you made that, making that sound far more special than it is. No, it's very... You're on a vacation. You just need, what is that? I think it's typically Greek food that's like... It's stuff wrapped in leaves. They're really like... dolmas or something? Is that what they're called? What's a dolma? Yeah. You just need some dolmas and you'll be good. Okay. I'm very confused. This? Oh, look at that. We can change the color here. That's interesting. What if... What happens if... Oh! Oh, I think I'm understanding. When it goes through these walls, it's changing the property of... Oh. Hold on. It's changing the property of it, like, entirely. So, like, you can't make it go back. Like, I can remove that color, but once it goes through, like, a blue wall, it is now blue. So, you need to figure out how to, like, get it through the different walls so that it's, like, changing the base color, if you will. No Fallout 3 today. I was upsetty. That is true. I feel like a lot of people have been expecting that. I wonder why. Like, I wonder, I could make that. So if we make that green. I wonder why they haven't announced it. It seems like they've been working on one for a bit. Because it's the most non-secretive secret ever. No! That was a tough little puzzle, but we did it. Don't be upsetty. What could go wrong with multiverses collapsing in on each other? Oh, do we have to... Okay, wait, hold on. Interesting. Oh, and I can remove it. Oh. How would I... Oh, right. Okay, so... We need it to be red, but... That's gonna destroy it. Oh, is there something on top? One of these scenarios? This isn't where I came from, right? No. Ooh. I swear, if it comes out as a surprise release somewhere around September, I will lose my mind. That's probably what they're trying to figure out. They're like, do we release this in September? Surely not, right? There's a thing here. Why, though? Happy little accidents. Remove paint from the same object 5 times. That's very funny. Okay. I can make... Why does it let me do that? Is it just so... Oh, so I can go over here? Oh! We had to do all of that so I could change the color of this. Wow, that was such a roundabout. I thought I was like finding some different route or something, but no, that was like intentional. Where am I going? The game's trolling. They have some really funny
jetpack to the moon and back.
Achievements. Why the
Y_V_1 just resubscribed for 23 months. Yo.
Thank you for the 23 months. How's it going? Okay. Excellent. It went somewhere. Such a long time that you've been here? Probably.
So our eggheads are still trying to figure out the exact deal, but preliminary analysis shows that A, the portal was in fact a one-way thing, didn't know that, and B, you created a
pocket dimension when you went backwards through a one-way portal. Against my better judgment.
Exactly. The wormhole connecting our universes expanded
Into a little pocket universe of its own.
Hey, do you mind?
Ugh, go ahead.
Imagine a water hose connected to faucets on both ends. The faucets are our original universes. And the hoses, well, where we are right now.
Quite the metaphor.
I'm working on it.
Definitely do.
I just said I would.
Yes.
Good.
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 I'm doing okay. Working hard, of course. Right. I front him a shock. We don't really talk about you much anymore. We're talking about all the games that are coming out that are U-coded. That's true. But there was one that I was gonna ask you later about. Did you see the Magicians? What was about that? What was it called? Magicians, the Devil's Deal. It looks like a BioShock. Summer Games Fest has been wonderful for me, not so good for my bank account. Anything to catch your eye. I mean, things that you have zero interest in.
You lost the ability to move?
This is boring.
Mostly, you know, the RPGs and stuff that you're like, you don't typically like. And some smaller stuff, but How excited are you about Spyro? Sad the Clockwork one. I didn't actually see her. I think, had they shown that one before? Maybe I did see that one a long time ago. But yeah, I heard that was Xbox exclusive for now. I've heard everyone say that the two games, it's E-Day, right? That's the other exclusive. I've heard a few people say there's no way it's not coming to PlayStation eventually. Sort of like how they said, Starfield, that'll never go to any other platform, but then eventually it did. So I feel like it probably will. Cautiously optimistic, looked a bit Legend of Spyro, but also looked like the remake. So we'll wait and see. I think Xbox, really? Do you think so? Well, with the new person in charge, I think she wants to go back to exclusivity. Very cool. I mean, I don't know, but will they be able to... Do we think those games are going to sell consoles? Do we think... and Kendi, I saw you in Lurkette's stream. Yeah, I'm lurking over there. I figured... I've got to keep my streak going over there, so I figured I would do that while I'm streaming. They'll go out to Halo, Gears, and their classic Xbox games will be exclusive. But isn't the new Halo game coming out on everything? I think Bethesda-style games will be cross-platform. Okay. But do we think that... How rude... I've never been an Xbox fan. I've never owned an Xbox. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care about Xbox. I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll say it with my full chest, as they say. I'm just, Nintendo maxing and PS5 mogging, I'm wondering if they'll drop Game Pass in the next few years. Do you think they would do that? Isn't that just kind of their whole thing? Isn't that their whole thing? The new one is a remake of one. Magical hates I said that. It's the first and last Halo game to come to PlayStation. But those were in development. Yeah, I guess that's true. I think anything now will be exclusive. See, now you're dropping frames. That's what you get. Yeah. It seems like the ship is righted or something. I'm only saying that because Wivey just said that. They make absolutely no money from it. Realizing all these games. Oh yeah, for sure. I know they don't make money on it, but aren't they just like on their way out? Isn't Xbox aren't they shutting down? I feel like they're... Seems like they're... I don't know. It's about to just be Nintendo and PlayStation, right? And the Ouya. Xbox has much more money than PlayStation. Is that just because of Microsoft, though? This new CEO seems to be on it. This is a very good showcase. Oh, by the way, Yv, I did mention this earlier. Apparently, I don't know if you saw this, because you saw Crazy Taxi, yes? Microsoft and so... Yeah, but, PlayStation versus Xbox, PlayStation games is probably doing much better. They also announced that Crazy Taxi has used generative AI in the making of the game. Which, when I saw that, I was like, oh, brother. But I saw a comment that was like, somebody's like, but who cares? It's Crazy Taxi. Who cares if there's generative AI? It's Crazy Taxi. And my internal response to that was, but I feel like the argument could be the same. Why care enough to use, the gameplay of Crazy Taxi doesn't require really much of anything else. Like, the amount of assets you have and all of that, it's probably very minimal, because it's the same levels sort of over and over again. It looks like you get to go to different countries or whatever. But, like, do you need generative AI then? Like, I feel like that should be the point as well. It's not like it's not like a crazy huge game, right? Surely. That's how it begins. It's only Crazy Taxi. I didn't speak up when they came for Crazy Taxi. Exactly. And now look at us. Yeah, I think that's yeah, I don't know. It's super lame. I saw that and I was just like, goodness. In one respect, I'm glad that they're upfront about it. And the other, it's like, I guess I try not to purchase games that do that. I had no intention of really playing Crazy Taxi in the first place, but it's a great way to be like, well, I can just skip. I can just skip that one. But yeah, I hope more and more people vote with their wallets and try not to support those games, so that way more game devs, studios, and stuff stop using generative AI to that. Yeah, it won't be on the top of my list. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they also didn't really show anything in that trailer that's not different from the original really. I'm sure the levels are bigger. There's probably some funnier, scenes or whatever. It looks like the whole, like, shark, the guy, like, caught a shark or whatever, while, like, when you got them to their location. Sure, there's stuff like that, but, like, it seems like the gameplay loop is probably nearly identical to the first game. There's about 15 other games I've seen that I'm excited for. What were your like, most...
Watch. Should
like,
we help out?
No.
What
Let's
did you see
how
that you
long
liked?
it takes.
September, October. September is going to be too much. I'm excited for Control Resonant. I'm excited for Wolverine. There's a week and a half between both of them. Can I do both? Can I stream both? Can I finish Wolverine before Control Resonant comes out? Too much to bear. Wait, spring 2027. What are you looking forward to for that? I guess I can't. I feel like I've just been like, I gotta get through September. I don't know what's happening beyond that. The new Fable trailer looked pretty good. I've never played Fable before. Haley Atwell is amazing. And she's a villain? Excellent. Everything comes out in September. Everything is coming out in September. Okay, so we can paint stuff down here. She said, yeah, true. She said she was the hero. Where have we seen that before? Where have we seen that before? You see, that's, oh, she's so good at that. The way she, like, led up to that, I thought that was, like, amazing. Fable, Spyro, Halo, Magicians, Clockwork. Oh, you have an Xbox. Do you think you'll get Clockwork for your Xbox? No, he hates turn-based games, Bear. I do, but I really don't enjoy playing it. Fair. Yeah, that's fair. Don't tell him it's... he knows it's turn-based. The amount of things I've tried to get him to play that are turn-based... Like, I feel like he could maybe enjoy Clair Obscur, but if he's saying no to that, then I know there's nothing. I know there's nothing. I know that if I can't get him to play... Because Clair Obscur... has a more active turn-based. It's also game of the year. If those two things can't entice him, then I showed him also the intro, like, video to it. I know there's nothing that'll convince him of it. That's about there's like nothing really. But of course, there were a few indie games that I was interested in. But I haven't. I did the thing I do where I pretty much didn't watch any showcase. The only one I actually watched was Day of the Devs, because there's a lot of fun indie games. But I didn't watch any of them. I just read about them later, because I don't want to see trailers for games that, like, I know I'm going to play, so I didn't watch Final Fantasy VII. I haven't watched the Control Resonant trailers since, like, the first one, pretty much. Wolverine, I've only seen that very first announcement trailer where he's at, like, the bar. So I'll, like, go through the blog articles where they have just, like, the screen caps or, like, the videos, and I'll read about it. If I'm like, what is this game that seems interesting, then I'll, like, watch the trailer. But I will play Bad Magpie. It does look interesting, for sure. So much more for Summer Games Fest, one on the weekend. Yeah, new Alien Isolation. So many horrors there were. Yeah, so... yeah, those I will skip. Do you remember the indie ones? That's fun. The one where you hold the... yes! I'm very excited about that. That one looks cool. That one looks... I've been following the dev of that one for a bit. And... I'm excited. It looks like they've, because when they first showed it off, they only had like a 2D platforming level, or like you were still in 3D, but like the level itself was still, you're following that one little track. But it looks like they have sort of like a Zelda-ish level now, at least, where you're moving more in that 3D space, and that 2D level is like a top-down versus like a side-scroller, and I think that it looks very cool. I'm excited to see what they do. I feel like that'll be yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track of, to be fair. A lot of the games, even if I'm getting them even if I'm getting it for like PlayStation, I went on Steam, just like wishlisted a bunch of them, so that way I could like keep track of the news, like when they're releasing and stuff. Because again, there's also so many games that are coming out for 2027. As soon as they said 2027, I was like, great. I'm gonna forget about this now, just so that I can move on and focus on the games that are coming out soon. But you have F1 tonight, yes, YV? No? Watched it live? Amazing. So there will be a stream tonight, is what you're saying? Gonna post announcements soon? Very cool. Looking forward to it. I was ready just in case anyways, but you would I don't know if you can tell, but there's sort of there's an interest in trying to beat me to each of the reactions, but or to the announcement post, but we're just hyped about your stream. We just get hyped about. Oh, I just noticed something. That's kind of cool. I just noticed that there. Yeah, I've not noticed. It's fine. I just noticed the paint and the gun like reacts to. Like it really is like sloshing in there. That's kind of neat. Or sloshing is maybe too extreme of a word, but it does like move based on like the level of the gun. That's very cool. Genuinely, if you don't do it within 4 seconds, I'm worried you're sick or hurt. by the time I get there, he normally has about 7 reactions to it. I mean, it's not my fault that I am excited about your streams, so, you know. It doubles as a leveler. It does. It's a good point. I'm trying to think if there was any other... I mean, I am very excited about Final Fantasy VII. I didn't watch any of it, but I'm excited to see what they do. There was one time I honestly thought you preempted it, like you thought the react appeared before my finger left the enter button. There just must be a delay or something. But I'm ready whenever I just sense it. I sense that it's about to happen, and then I say, perfect. So you're saying I haven't? No, you do. I'm just, I mean, I feel like now I don't know if I should say this or not. Never mind. Mystery, inscrutable. Say what? I don't know if I should say it. We won 9-0, and I scored again. His hockey team is doing so well. I asked him the other day. I was like, "Are you playing against?" Because you've mentioned that it's a smaller club or something, and so I was like, is he playing, like, is it small enough that he's playing against the same people every time, like the same team every time? Because they won 9-1 the previous time, and it was 9-0 again. So I was like, are they just playing against the same, like, sorry team that is, like, just having a rough go of it? But no, they're different teams. So I was like, that's wild that you guys are doing so well. So good. At some point, I was like, surely there's a mercy rule. But I learned there's no mercy in hockey. No mercy. But no, there is a bunch of hype around whenever you make your announcement posts here. So, I feel like I'll be streaming. You'll do the announcement. I still, even while streaming, am first, and then I usually see Bear do a bunch of emotes or something in chat, like no. But I like to show support. For now. It's true. I do enjoy all the GIFs after a game announcement. Yeah, isn't that, I think that's fun. That tickles me. That's good. I never know if you see it because you don't react to them ever. But I feel like sometimes, like, he probably sees them. He just doesn't want us to know he appreciates it. You know? Mystery. There you go. He is mysterious. That YV. Are you gonna play Code Veronica? Resident Evil Veronica? I guess it's not Code. The remake isn't Code Veronica. But that it is a remake of Code Veronica, I think, is my understanding. I know that was one of the ones that Bear was excited about. I still haven't played any RE games, really. Oh, okay. I played, like... Did you play Village? Is that 7? Because it's... No. Which one's... Added another set of demos to the list, and now I'm asleep. Oh, I'm excited to see those, Sassy. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. I would like to do RE1, then play them chronologically. I played it for like 2 minutes. Ah, okay. Supposedly I've heard, well, maybe this has just been a long rumor, that I've heard that RE1 is being remade or something. That's in the works somewhere. So, which I feel like would be good for you, because RE1 has tank controls. Though that is one that I have played. I loved RE1. But I think I liked, I don't know. I very much enjoyed the Silent Hill 2 remake. Oh, there is also, Silent Hill Town something? Is that one on your list of ones you're gonna play? Town something. Somebody will know. Somebody in chat will know. Spooky season is around the corner. With the amount of announcements this week, I think 2027 is gonna be a horror year. Oh, we were actually, when we were talking about Townfall. Thank you, Bear. I didn't love the art style. Oh, interesting. When we mentioned you earlier, we were talking about retro games. Because I was like, I don't know how retro streamers do it. Because there's always like new games and I'm like, I want to play this. And Bear asked if you're considered a retro streamer. And I was like, I would say yes. Do you consider yourself a retro streamer? I think historically, yes. Right. I was like, yeah, there's exceptions. Like, there's Batman, obviously. There's Astrobot. But I was like, I mean, yes. Even... But I would like to play some new games, too, that would go well on stream. Oh, that'd be fun. Even, like, I think when you were playing Bioshock, people were like, is that considered... Or, like, Bioshock Infinite. Like, that's technically retro now. Right? So, like, I think you're... Yeah, I would say you're predominantly retro streamer. Unless do people consider retro, like, PS2 and before or something. I don't know. Horror goes well on stream. People do like watching horror. I feel like I unfortunately disappointed everyone in my playthroughs of Alan Wake. But yes, I think for most people, yes, it does seem to go well. And there's always fun things you can do, like play gunshot sounds. You always think that. Well, no, it's never true. Well, no, I think actually this was very true. I was told that I am not, like, I didn't get jump scared during Alan Wake 2. Bear even came in to say, I won't let you forget this, Bear. Bear even came to say, oh, this other streamer that I mod for is playing Alan Wake 2. It's a night and day difference of your playthrough. So, I mean, I don't get jump scared much either. There's video evidence that is not true. There's video evidence of that. Only when someone blows out my eardrums, that feels targeted. But no, but I feel like we also, in my entire Remedy playthrough, YB, because I did all of Remedy. well, I take that back. I didn't do Max Payne. But we did Alan Wake, Quantum Break, Control, Alan Wake 2. Yeah, I think it was not a very successful endeavor for me. We'll just say that. No, I think people were, yeah, I don't know. I think it works for some people. Horror does. I think it would work for you very well, as you've played horror before. But yeah, mine, Bear was disappointed. Everyone was disappointed. I have no interest in Silent Hills. Wait, that is a game, isn't it? Silent Hills. I meant The Silent Hills. That spooked me, and that's not easy. That's fair. I just don't really like horror games, typically. I just love... By the way, if you ever play Alan Wake 2, Silent Hills was the... Oh, okay. That's right. If you ever play Alan Wake 2, Ivy, because I know you mentioned it last year. I think it was last year. I will, if you ever play it on stream, I don't know if you still have that intention or not. I will make for you a video that summarizes what happens. Maybe not summarizes, but what is important for Alan Wake 2 that's in the other games. Because there are connections to, like, Alan Wake 1 and Control that are, like, fairly important. So now that I've played those, if you decide to play Alan Wake 2, I will be like, I'm going to make a video PowerPoint presentation that's like, this is what happened in Alan Wake 1, this is what you need to know, this is what happened in Control 1, and this is what you need to know. Because I feel like there are so many things. But Alan Wake 2, very good. I thought it was a very good game. Really enjoyed it. But I love Remedy. We'll see. I now have a massive list of games to get to in the next year, so true. And I don't know if you'll do Directive, whatever it was, whatever the number is. Maybe that's a horror October month or something, but I'm sure there's other, I'm sure you have other horror games that 80/20, that's right. You mentioned that a while back. And I don't know if you have any intention of playing that. I totally forgot about Directive, right? But there's, even if you don't decide to play it, you have plenty of other games to play before Alan Wake 2, probably. Gonna have to quit my job. I'm trying to get you there. I'm trying to get you there. All I can do. Get YV to partner. / also, like, not just partner, but, you know. We're trying. I will do everything that I can to get you to a point of sustainability through streaming. Both to partner. Bear. It's an uphill battle. You're fighting my personality. I'm gonna do that's my Leonardo DiCaprio meme face. I peaked already, Bear. I've had my chance. We hit 6 years on stream last week. But I think I think we've had our peak there. Also, YV, you have the best personality, so I feel like you're being silly. You're being a silly McSillerson. with that. We've had so many new friends recently. Name one, Bear. Name any friend. Name any friend. Fox Ace, but we know Fox Ace through YV. And is more of YV's friend. Sushi. I feel like we'll see. You know, we'll see. Still, they haven't been around enough to know if they even like this place. But YV has literally everything going for him. So I have dedicated myself to, maybe we don't call out viewers and say they're not our friends. I mean, well, technically, I'm not really friends with any viewers, cause what's the word? What's the word? I like to have a separation there. Parasocial, thank you. Thank you, Madrigal. Oh no. You know, I try to, you know. He wants us out in 7 months. That's a reasonable amount of time. You see? Even YV agrees. Even YV agrees that that is a reasonable amount of time for you guys to decide not to be here. Nah. Also, I promise I'm not delaying this level. I just legitimately don't know. There's no ball. There's no ball. I'm like looking around. I don't know what they want us to interact with. I've got YV. This is actually a game that I feel like you would like. It's a puzzle game where we have a color gun. And you can like change the colors of certain objects, but mostly, and you can do some like color combinations. But there is usually a little floating ball that you have to maybe move to a certain place to like trigger a button that unlocks a door or whatever. But I see no button. Oh! Or I see no ball. There it is. But it's pretty fun. This is the second game. There is a game. The first one is just called ChromaGun. Very fun. It is like a 4-color ballpoint pen. I actually, you know what? Didn't even realize that, but actually, this even looks like it. I really thought you were just chatting and stuff. No, I've been looking around like, I don't know where... I thought like maybe there was going to be a ball here and we were going to have to lead it around. I think we're trying to get it over there. But I don't know to what extent or what, like, for what reason. Also, I can't believe... I was thinking about this. I can't believe that, YV, you've only been streaming for 2 years. YV just hit 2 years. A few months ago, still. It still feels like March was just around the corner. Yeah, March. That's wild. That's wild to me. I agree. That does feel weird. I feel like he's been streaming forever. Yeah, I agree too. I feel like... I was thinking about it. I was like, I feel like you've been around much longer. Now, here's the question. I can't... Why aren't you moving that way? If you're yellow... I insert myself deeply into people's lives so they can't live without me. That's legitimately how I've described me and your friendship. So I feel like, one, you stole that from me. Two, that's not true, because a parasite sounds like... a parasite's something you don't want. You would be something like... people are doing on purpose, like drugs or something. One, you stole that from me. Yes, because I've legitimately said that to you before. But I feel like you would be something else. You're like a heroine or something. I feel like, because that's more like you have to choose. People choose and then get addicted. So it's like, you know. I feel like that's... Oh! Tricky. I do... There we go. If I make this purple... Make you purple. Make you purple. If I... Oh. Whee! Whee! Okay. I don't know where that is. I'm like heroin. Crazy thing to... Is that really that crazy? Yeah, and we're slowly dying while... Well, no. I don't know that's any better than a parasite. Heroin is a death sentence usually. I did watch Train Spotting for the first time. Is that really... I mean, I was trying to think of something that, like, someone chooses to do and they get addicted to. So... Would you have accepted cocaine? I did say... Caffeine... that feels less... Is caffeine as addicting? Is caffeine addicting? Sugar. Okay, maybe... You're like processed sugar. You're a lot like processed sugar in that way. It is for other people. Okay. I suppose that's probably fair then. Caffeine is very addicting. Okay. I did say the other day that... What did I mention? I was like... Was I supposed to do this first? What's happening? Where is that? I don't even know what's going on. I did say the other day that in order to get people to like me, I was probably going to have to, I need to figure out a way to dose people with heroin every time they hang out with me. So that way they feel like, but they don't know. They don't know I'm giving them heroin. So that way, they think they just really like hanging out with me, but actually they're addicted to heroin. So I feel like that's like, I just have heroin on the brain. I just have heroin on the brain, and this game's like an MC. We're currently, so this is like chapter 3, and we have like traveled a multiverse, and so the reason why like that there's that like glowing line, it's 2 different realities like combined. So there's like all this weird stuff going on. So I'm also equally confused, to be fair. Is this, hold on. Okay, what happens if I do that? Not what I thought was gonna happen. Okay. Yeah, we need to make sure you don't go near back alleys or shady characters. Why? I'm not that easily influenced by people. Guys, I think Jet might have started taking heroin and is suddenly asking for help. This is a cry for help. This is, I mean, my streaming career, really. Let's go back down. No. No, this level, the game started off really simple, and then all of a sudden it got very difficult. The like, what's that called? Like, I don't even know what that does. That just, the difficulty level has jumped quite a bit to a point where I'm like, oh, they really held back for the first little bit of this game. Also, thank you chatting to us a lot and not giving your full attention is making this 5 times harder. No, oh, there's an elevator there. It got way difficult. The last time I took a break, sort of from it as well, because I was like, I think I need to rest my brain. I really like this game. Like, I legitimately enjoy it. It is quite difficult. I actually had to look up a guide last time we played, which I don't like to do. Yes, and they've added like so many new elements to like the fact that we can remove paint from an object. There are certain walls we can shoot through, certain walls we can't. There's multiple levels to each thing now. It's sort of, they used to be especially the first game was very like you walk in. It was first game was way more Portal like, whereas basically like you're in a medium-sized room, you see your exit, you just need to get the ball from here to there, and you do that via paint. Now it's like, look how many there's like. Buttons everywhere. So many things going on. I don't know. But I also feel like this was going to be a pretty short stream anyway. Like I was just like, I'll just get on for a little bit, and we have a guest here. Also, hello. Oh, we did that. What are you for? That started the elevator. Okay. It's not often we have YV here, so I feel like we should talk to him while he's here. Again, yeah, YV. Oh. Yeah, it's rare that we have YV here, so I figured we would, you know, chat with him while we have the opportunity to. You don't know that's rare. I do know it's rare. I'm just excited to chatty today. That's not true. I know it's rare. That's okay. I don't blame you for... I don't blame you at all. But maybe I watch Incognito? That is too much effort for you. That's way too much effort. I feel like you would probably want the recognition to prove me wrong that you were here. So I'm gonna say no. My detective brain says no, that's too much effort. If you were to open an incognito window every time you watch me. Command Shift P. But you then also have to sit through ads. So I don't think so. I know the last time you were here, Wifey. Takes a sip from imaginary coffee. But no. But I don't blame you. That's not me. That's not me being like, oh, why aren't you here? It's more, I understand. I get it. I get it. I don't, you know, I don't, sigh again. I don't blame you at all. Wybie has more important things to do. Better places to be. You see, it's... I'll take the blame for this one. Unbelievable. No. No. You guys just don't get it. You don't get it. What was I gonna say though? Wybie does not deserve any blame on anything. Or so help me. Oh, going back. See, look what your self-hate did to Wybie. No. Again, I'm just being realistic. Going back. It just reminded me coming back to this location. We do need to get Wybie to partner. We do need to get him self-sustained so he can be streaming all the time. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. How did you do that so quick? Damn. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I always like to do 10. Now let's see. Resistance, Fall of Man? Whoa. I did it deliberately. I know. Yeah, I know that's what you were doing. I've been controlling the game with my left hand, and I was ready. I was looking over, and I had my mouse already with the right hand. That's right. Dab. Almost. I've never seen Resistance Fall of Man. I don't know if this is from the game, but is that Ratchet hugging some kind of monster creature? What is that? That's from 2. Maybe I'll delete it. Delete message. Resistance Fall of Man. I think this is the title screen. I can't go wrong there. There must be a delay Why didn't you do that while he was... I was like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So I was moving it around. I don't know if you saw that I was struggling to move onto this elevator. It was because I had to like figure out how to jump and move at the same time. I love you so good. This is not one of the, this is not the ones that you said is gonna be, excuse me, is gonna be a one-off. I don't know anything about Resistance. It looks like a shooter based on the GIFs that were there, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it. 2 games I played last week have games coming out, so maybe it'll happen again. That is wild to me. He fell off a cliff once because he immediately stopped playing to react to your announcement. That is true, actually. That was fun. That was funny. I caught myself, though. Didn't I? I didn't die. I, like, fell because I attached myself to the wall, and I didn't realize that there was a time limit. Like he would eventually fall or something. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was like, oh, no. That is true. YV currently has a bit of a, yeah, it was Big Hops. That's right. YV currently is in a spell, I suppose, of playing a game that has not had a sequel in a bit. That's like not really an active franchise, and then said franchise is like revived. I think we also throw Spyro into that. It wasn't that long ago that you finished Spyro, so 20 plus years. Is Crazy Taxi just that one? Is there like any other Crazy Taxi games? Yeah, and then also Toy Story, which feels so random. I mean, there is a new movie coming out, but they're releasing all of the games again. And Ants, which I think is, or not Ants, A Bug's Life. Which I think, the article made me laugh, because it was like, it's the Toy Story collection, also A Bug's Life. I believe there are sequels on, okay. You own the Bug's Life game, right? Because you've mentioned that one before. Like, you might stream it at some point. I think. But have you played it? I was gonna play with... No, wait, okay. I'm curious how that's gonna be. I also always get Ants and A Bug's Life confused. Is there an Ants video game that you could also play? Oh, no. Oh, okay. I got trapped. Could you have Ant Week? Oh! Wait, what does that do? Oh! I can shoot through this now, but... No, that doesn't do anything. I need it to move there, so why doesn't... It is purple. You should be moving towards this thing. Does it only move through the glass? Oh, things I didn't know. It's a racing game? Oh boy. Have you ever played Yooka-Laylee? Speaking of like racing games, I don't know if you saw that. But that Yooka-Laylee seems like your... To be fair, they are very similar movies. They are, aren't they? They both came out in '98? I didn't actually realize it was also the same year. I have a little, didn't love it at the time. Ah, okay, fair. I didn't ever play it. I like Banjo-Kazooie, but I saw the racer. I was like, I love they're like, we're taking a little break from platformers. And in my head, I was like, so they've decided just to recreate Mario Kart. Very GP, yeah. Super Nintendo era-esque. It also, oh, what's happening? Why did I fall off? They released 1 month apart? I didn't realize that. I was traumatized by the Bugs Life ride experience at Disney World. It was a theater. Oh, the Cupheads. I will say, the one that's coming out for Master System. Did you see that? That looks so fun. Surely they're going to port it to other things. Yes? The show? The Bugs Life show. There was like a Bugs Life experience, like you were in like a theater and it was like a 4D theater experience. I hated that so much. There was, I was a kid, I think, I mean, technically yes, but I think I might have actually, I don't know how old I was when I went. I've only been to Disney World twice. Once when I was like a junior in high school, so like 11th grade, and then once before that. I think this was the younger one. Right, it probably. If it came out in 98, then I was probably the time when I was younger. But, they had seats. Yes, you got poked when they ran under you. Yeah, so in the chairs that you were in, they had little air holes that what they would do is at a certain point, like, there's like a video display and it's like a lab and they're basically like, uh-oh, all of these creatures, like, uh-oh, I dropped the cage or whatever. And then what would happen is, through the seats, they would like puff air to make it to simulate like the bugs are like crawling on you or like crawling behind you or whatever. Too real. That was too real for me. I believe I started like wailing. Like I was crying. I was like, it was too real for me. I was like, I don't like that, because I didn't like bugs anyway. So the idea of like feeling them running past you and stuff, it was too much. Yes, there's like a dog and it sneezes on you as well. That might have been a different show. That might have been Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. But I think that's the same theater used, if I recall, or something. But maybe it's the same. Maybe it was like a combined thing. I don't remember. That's what it was, yeah. There's like a dog and he sneezes, and there's like the seats also have like a little spray. It was a bit too much. I remember crying so much that I rode my favorite ride again, which was Figment. I loved Figment growing up. I've never been like a huge Disney head, but Figment was my favorite like mascot. The old version. The new version is like just fart jokes, pretty much. We've talked about this, but the old Figment was a cool purple dragon, and he was like, having an imagination is cool. I love using my imagination. I loved using my imagination. So I thought he was cool, and he had a fun song. Yeah, anyway, so I like, to console myself, I went on the Figment ride again, because, I needed it. I needed it after that experience. But I've never liked bugs. Oh, speaking of, sort of, I had a dream about the shrew last night. So, yes. Though it was kind of a good dream, in that I was able to capture it, but but I woke up sad because I was like, that is not reality. The shrew is still about. Beep boop beep. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. I had a dream about the shrew. I caught it. But it is still at large. Whee! Oh, interesting. Okay. So, where am I going? If Casey didn't have so much anxiety, I would let you borrow her. She likely wouldn't kill, but she would find it for you. That's really all I need. It is probably gone, I'd imagine. I think it's gone. But I'm still a little apprehensive. That would put me back. Where do they want me to... Oh! Do I make you... If I make you yellow... No! Can I get another one? Is there maybe if I fall, is there another one around here? What's this? It's an elevator. Is there another ball anywhere? Oh no. And it's gone. Oh no. I thought it was gonna stop at the first one, but yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Of course it's gonna split the difference. Where does this take me? Okay. Is there an easy... Sometimes there's like that button. That should spawn a new one if it gets destroyed, but... Oh, there's now a thing here. Right. Oh, I see. So I can... Right, okay. How do I get back? Oh, I can just do this. I can just use this elevator. Somehow a frog got into my old upstairs apartment and she found it. She kept staring at something that I couldn't find. Eventually I saw it jumping out of the corner of my eye and also found the frog. That's wild. This was... Let me make this orange. Okay. So now... Oh! Where did you come from? Wait. I'm a dummy. Just a dummy. How many times... Oh, that gives us a new ball. Silly me. Oh, but that one's stuck at yellow. Right. Luckily she didn't harm the frog. It was a cute little guy, about the size of a quarter. I was able to catch him and put him back outside. I don't mind a frog. I don't know if I would want one in my house, but I don't mind a frog. I would rather a frog in my house than... the shrew. Okay. Remove your color. I'll make you yellow. Now, I need to make you purple. No! What? This is... It's because of that guy? That is so annoying. Okay. This game is against me. I'll say, even though it's a horror, the Singing City is right up your alley. It's a detective game that does not hold your hand. You have to solve everything. I have considered it, especially because Shady worked on it. But it's spooky. It's spooky. And I don't know. Okay, so we've removed this. I can't just do red because it'll do that. If I do... Oh. Wait, hold on. If I do yellow. Okay. Remove that. There we go. Oh my gosh, that's all I needed it to do. Thank you. Well, I'll let you know when I finish it, but so far it's not nearly as scary. Really? Is it? Are there jump scares? I don't think Sing City is really even scary. It's atmospheric. I'm okay with atmosphere. Like, if it's a scary atmosphere, I'd be okay with that. But... Yeah, I don't know. It's poopy. To be spoopy. It just... Catholian? What is Catholian? Goodness. And a depressing, crazy atmosphere. I mean, that does also describe our stream, to be fair, so maybe it's a perfect fit. Okay, we have a shelf we can change the color of. Boo! that was pretty funny, I would say. That was a good one. You guys, my jokes are wasted. My jokes are wasted on you guys. I thought Wybie left. I figured that was... I thought I was free to do those jokes. It does not describe... I don't know what Catholian means, to be fair. What is Catholian? Define Catholian? Is that a typo? Was that supposed to be like Lovecraftian or something? Somehow it got... Bear, what is Catholian? You said... Cthulhian! I mean... I really don't know much about Cthulhu to make a joke. I was about to say... I was gonna try to make another... I was gonna try... What is Cthulhu described as? My phone refuses to spell that out. To be fair... Yeah, I would say so. Ooh. Ooh, golden gun. Yay! I didn't even see that space. First time around. Sinking City does seem very cool. I've seen like a little bit of gameplay. Oh. Green? If I make you green? There we go. Now, is this? Oh, hold on. Oh, wow! That thing zoomed. Hold on. How are we gonna... It's gonna have to be like an instant removal of color, I think. Can I jump? Nice. Okay. Was I supposed to do that? I thought we found something secret. What is this for? Oh, do I put you in here? No? Oh, I guess, how would you get around? I don't know what this is. Why is this here? No, it does seem cool. I like the atmosphere, and I've seen like a bit of gameplay of like where some guy is like interviewing or like questioning some people. That part does seem pretty good. But I'm looking at some screenshots. It does look spoopy. There is combat involved. Yeah, look at this guy. That guy looks terrifying. I'm not showing you guys, but he looks terrifying. I remember watching someone play the first one. I really don't recall any jump scares or anything, but I'm also not the best person to ask because horror doesn't scare me. Yeah, and I'm a scaredy little baby boy. Is part of the problem. There was a detective game that I saw that I thought looked pretty interesting. The game doesn't give you any markers or ways to go. You just have to listen and read things. I do love that. I do tend to love that. Oh, I saw the lady that had her mouth sewn. That's one of the things I remember saying. I was like, I hated that scene in The Matrix. And I think that's one of the reasons why I was like, I don't know. I know. But should I use my detective powers for good or for evil? That's the question. It wasn't even as Cthulhu-y as I thought it would be. Both is good. You know, I don't disagree. That's the other cool thing, is that this game has choices you can make that affect the world. Really? So can you be... Well, you probably can be evil. You know what? I'm surprised they have not... You know, okay, YV, a request. Can you play Infamous soon so they make a new Infamous? I would like that. You could be a terrible person. There was a game recently that saw that. You could make choices like that, and I thought that'd be good. Because I would love a new Infamous. I mean, I do love Infamous. Like, even if they remade 1 and 2, I would enjoy that so much. Those are such good games. And, like, part of me would like to play them on stream, but also part of me is like, yeah, but if they were, like, to release a remake, I would be like, I just played them. So, like, I don't want to do the remake. I just want to wait for them to remake it. That'd just be excellent. Earlier, also, I did say, when we were talking about games announced in Spyro, I did say, I was like, what if I just played the new one, and I just skipped all the old ones? That happened recently, but was about 2 weeks from playing again, and then a remake got announced of, can you say which game? Or is it one of the ones you're like, you're keeping close to your chest? Hold on, look at my wish list. I'll keep it secret. Okay, no, that's fair. All items. I feel like there was a detective game I added recently that I saw that was like, where you can be good or bad, sort of. Or maybe it wasn't a detective. I don't know. I'm not finding it. I do like those games. I always played good. I prefer playing as good Cole in Infamous. I think it's more challenging and a bit more fun, to be honest. I tried being evil. I tried doing like an evil playthrough of Infamous. I got bored. I was like, I just play good, but red light. There were a couple of powers that I thought were pretty cool. as Evil Cole, but I got bored of like just electrifying civilians and stuff. I was just like, I find it a little bit more fun to play as good. Plus, I liked, well, I didn't like when you're evil and, like the civilians will see you and they just start throwing rocks at you. I'd be like, I'm doing something. Like, I hated being interrupted by them constantly throwing rocks at me. I prefer them throwing rocks at the bad guys. That was always more fun. What? I thought being... you went the evil route in Banishers? Yeah, but was it evil? I still need to... Maybe we'll finish that at some point. Was it evil? I don't know. Seemed pretty good to me. maybe that's the... Yes? You were murdering innocent people, is that good? But I was bringing the love of my life back. So that's good, isn't it? Isn't that what matters? Who cares about the people I don't know? If I can bring the love of my life back, I feel like it's all justified. Am I the baddie? It's actually very funny. I was, Lurkette, so it's okay to watch the world burn to save one person. Is this a trick question? Is this a trick question? Is it wrong if I say yes? But you guys know me. You know me. You know me. Jed is very confident in his trolley conundrum answer. Yeah, that's... It shouldn't be a trick question. Right. It's actually funny. Lurkette, for those that don't know, I played D&D with her. Her husband was our DM. And she was asking me what my whole... Like, because I had to drop out of the campaign. And she was asking me what was the, like, story of my character, because we never got to really, like, resolve that. And, I kind of forgot, but I remembered, and I need to tell her what it was. But it's kind of that premise, to be fair. It's fine if that's your answer. I was just asking. But no, you guys know me also. I feel like me saying that isn't necessarily a surprise. I'm a very loyal, devoted person. I'll do anything for the people that I care about, but including making the world burn. You know, I'll do it if I can bring someone back. Sure, why not? There was... I need to tell her this because I think it'd be fun to see her reaction. But my D&D character, the premise was, so all of our characters had something stolen from us, had something taken from us. My character, his premise was that the thing that was stolen from him was his recollection of faces. Pretty much, he could not remember anyone's face. After like, he would know about somebody, like, he could still remember the person. He just would be unable to recall their face. So part of what they knew eventually that I had revealed was that my character had a wife and daughter, and he was trying to he was going on this adventure to fix things because he wanted to be able to remember, like, he wanted to be able to recall his daughter's face and his wife's face. What they did not realize was that and this is the part that Lurkette, I told her recently, but now it makes more sense, is that my wife and daughter are dead. And my character was going on this journey where, like, I was going to do anything to bring them back, even if I had to do something evil. But they did not quite know that. But I was going to be like, if I have to sacrifice everybody, I will. I will bring them back. Because I need to see my daughter's face again. You know, I'll do anything. I'll do anything to bring them back. And so that was going to be sort of like a fun little... I thought that was like such a fun little... that was going to be so fun to explore, but we didn't ever get to finish that. I would genuinely love to see the outcome of your choices in Banishers. I couldn't bring myself to make some of those choices, and it would be cool to see what happens. That was... I did really enjoy it. I felt like at the time people weren't really into it. So now that you've played it, maybe... What a wholesome background. You guys know I love a sad boy character. But I just thought that was gonna be fun. I thought it'd be a fun character to play. Is somebody who's like, you know, I will do anything to see them again. And it also, that's like some fun challenge, because I think part of it's like, would I be willing to sacrifice my other players? Like, would I be able to betray them in order to bring them back? Feels like a difference between a sad boy and the saddest boy. What's fun, actually, so I told Lurkette, because around the time I stopped playing, it was revealed that it was like revealed enough that I had a daughter. But they didn't know that they were dead. And I wasn't going to tell them that ever, pretty much. Because I only talked about them in the present tense. Because to him, they're alive. Like, to him, he's like, I'm fighting for them to be alive. That's why I'm here. So, like, he's holding on to that. He was holding on to that, like, hope. So, you know, he was never going to talk about them, like, in the past tense. Because he would bring them back. He was going to do that. That's an interesting background that would have been fun to see play out in the campaign. Yeah, I agree. It would have been fun, but we never got to do that. So if I ever got to play D&D with them again, I would do something completely different. But, well, would I break away from Sad Boy Rogue? I don't know, but it'd be a different background for sure. I could at least do Sad Boy Wizard. That's never been done. Sad Boy... I have another character, like, that I'd love to play. I actually have a few characters I would love to play. One of them isn't even a sad boy, but is a literal child, though. More whimsical boy. I should probably do that one, because that breaks me out of my zone. But I have another character that I think would be fun to play, but I can't say anything about that guy. I've told you all my child character. He's like a street urchin who is a street magician, and he would be a bard, mechanically, but reskinned as like a street magician. So he does like. He has all the same spells as a bard would, except for instead of anything that was like singing involved, it would be like he does card tricks or magic tricks, or so I imagine him looking like a like he's a child, but like I imagine him wearing like a little coat and tailcoat, a coat that has tails on it, like a little magician-y coat, and then he probably has a little top hat. Maybe a wand. Maybe he has a little, like, wand also to kind of sell the thing. Or some cards or something. I don't know. I think that'd be really fun. A waistcoat? What is a waistcoat? I'm thinking, like, the ones that have, like, the longer tails on it. What is a waistcoat? That looks more of like a vest? What is a coat with tails? A tailcoat, apparently, is what that's called. I suppose that makes sense. It's a coat with tails. Like this. But imagine all roughied up and dirty, probably, because he's an urchin. But like that, like with the coat tails. It wouldn't look as fancy. Delete. I just finished rewatching season 3 of Legend of Vox Machina. I'm so disappointed we never got the sad boy bard. I really wanted the "what's my mother's name" moment to play out on screen. Oh, what a good moment. Did they not do that at all? My background was I was an aristocrat lion, taught proper by my father and mother, but grew up in the streets, bare-knuckle brawling and getting into trouble. Oh, that sounds fun. They did not? That is a shock, because that is one of the coolest moments in campaign 1 of Critical Role. That is bad move on their part. Anyway, it has been fun to reconnect with Lurkette and Nick, though. I didn't start season 4, but I do know that Tyrion is in it, so I'm curious how he's introduced. Yeah. Also, does Scanlan just leave or something? Because that's like the whole point of him leaving. Like that moment is one of the best role-playing moments in the history of D&D. Yeah, there was a really fun, for those who don't watch Critical Role, there's like a fun moment in campaign 1 where like this very jokey character gets really upset because he realizes that his party really knows nothing about him. They just love joking with him, and they like kind of went out of their way to like ruin a moment with him. And it like starts off really funny, and then he like takes it in a different direction, where he like is basically like, you know, I can name everything about like you guys. Like I know I know this about you. I know this about you. I know this about your family. I know this about whatever. And he was like, "What's my mother's name?" And like, none of the characters and like the people playing, none of the players knew anything really about him. He's like, "What about this or that or anything?" And like, it's sort of evident like no one actually really knows. No one has taken the time to actually get to know him. And so in the story, in like the game, the character leaves the party. The actor comes back as like a different character, but it's like such a huge moment, and it's sad that they took that out of the animated show, because that's such a cool thing. Secret backstory I created with the DM was that I was fascinated with shiny objects, hence being a cat. And while being chased through the sewers, I found a secret area where someone had disposed of a rock that I had found and kept hidden. We were going to turn it into a demonic object at the halfway point, but before we broke it up, no, that sounds fun. The object drove my obsession studying ancient demonic relics. That sounds so cool. It was a gut-wrenching moment. That was one of the many times I cried during that campaign. So good. Because it was also, they'd been playing for a long time. So it's not like they had, even their characters had just met. The characters had been around for a couple of years at this point. So he proved his point, but it was also like just a magic moment because the actor and the player is hilarious and plays a hilarious character. So to then have him like also have like an incredibly like emotional moment and also show like, oh wow, the people that I've been adventuring with know nothing about me, you know. In a way, also the players have not taken really a lot of time to like get to know, you know, to go out of their way to, you know, to get to know his character beyond what, you know, he shared or whatever. I just thought, oh, what a good moment. So no sad boy, just a curious cat man. Fair. I don't know. I like exploring that stuff. It was coming off a heart-wrenching moment. Right before that, yeah, it was so many intense things. So good. So very, very good. You think everything is going to be okay, and then he digs in with that moment. This is also like, yeah, I don't know. We don't have to go into it, I guess. But it was a very fun like just a very iconic part of the that campaign. I figure, by the way, we'll probably end stream here in like 20-30 minutes or something, so we can just wind down with some chats or something before we finish. If you guys want to chat, we don't have to. Yeah, it seemed like there were a lot of fun announcements over the weekend with games and stuff. I did add a bunch of indie games to my wish list, so we'll kind of see. But we have so many things to do before September. They did make some changes, which I get, but I've only seen the first season and then kind of just stopped. I might watch the rest of Vox Machina at some point. But I don't know. We have Star Fox in a couple weeks. I did actually. I'll mention this. I'll mention this because of our guest, as well as because we were talking about earlier. I did have on our. So I have a list of like. I have a bunch of lists. I have some like these are like games that have been out for a bit that I've never played before. Here are some upcoming new games. Here are some short games. Because sometimes I need to like. If I'm thinking about some things, I'll be like, okay, I have like 3 days. What's a short game that I can like shoehorn in? But I have in my new games list, I have, or not upcoming new games, but new games to me. I have the Crash Insane trilogy and Spyro Reignited. But I was like, I feel like if I play them, I'm just copying YV, so I probably won't. So I probably won't do that. I might just play the new Spyro. I'll just play the new Spyro. I think I'll just skip those because I've seen them. You know, I've seen the old one. I'm the only person to ever play this. Yeah, but like, don't copy me. Yeah, well, that's the thing is like. I feel like everyone, if I play those, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, well, you're just playing this because like YV's played them." Like and so I don't want to do that. So I might just. I told him you'd be thrilled that he was playing them. I don't know if I think he would just be like, he's copying me. Those are my things. That's how gaming works. These are your things. Imagine if YV just started being like, "Oh, I'm only playing indie games no one's ever heard of." And what other stuff do I play? I'm a detective gamer now. Look at me. I'm wearing headbands and playing detective games and indie games, and no one likes me. You know, I'd be like, okay, YV, you're stepping on my toes. I watched someone play them. Now I want to. Well, I mean, I've got I don't know if we'll get to them because we'll see. I've got plenty of other games to play before that. I did think, it might be fun to like try to play them before the other Spyro game comes out. Oh, by the way, surely you're gonna stream Spyro 4? Is it Spyro? I mean, I guess it depends on if it's like. I don't know what they're called. I mean, I don't know what this is considered. Surely you're gonna stream the new one, right? I played Ratchet and Clank because I loved watching YV play them. It wasn't a game that I typically would have considered. It's actually a while back I asked if the Ratchet and Clank games were on PlayStation Premium or something because I thought about maybe playing those. No story reveal, so hard to say if it's 4 like 9. Right? Okay. I think I maybe learned that I would be able to stream them from PlayStation Premium if I had it. They're not on the like catalog, but I think because I'm in the US, I would be able to stream the games. Like, not stream, but like, they're not downloadable to the PlayStation console, but you can stream them. Am I making sense? I think it's possible for me to play those, but I was asking because I was like researching Ratchet and Clank, and I was like, I don't know how to get a hold of these games. Why have they made it so difficult? Why can't I just buy them? Because they do have one in the store, but it's a Ratchet and Clank Classic or whatever, or PlayStation Classic or something, which is Ratchet and Clank 2018 or something. I get to play the new Spyro for free? Is that because of your friend? Is that why? Surely you're going to hook YV up, Bear, right? Oh, Game Pass. Right. Surely you're gonna hook YV up with some swag, some merch maybe. Get your friend involved. He's the #1 Spyro streamer. GG, welcome in. Also, GG, happy birthday. I might pull some strings if he lets me. Do it. Do it. Everyone say happy birthday to GG. PS5 code. PS5 code, please. Get him like a full standee. I mean, he's marketing. Of course he's going to have... Oh, that's pretty cool. That's dope. Yeah, make sure everyone says happy birthday, GG. What have you done for your birthday weekend? Did you do anything fun? But no, we have a bunch of games to play, and again, there's, I think we might do not this Friday, the next Friday might be my like 6-year stream anniversary. I already had my stream anniversary, but last month, but like my affiliate anniversary is next week, and so I think we might make that the celebration. So I think that might be the 19th. And then the following week is Star Fox, and the next week I think we were making that beeweek. So I basically just have to fill up this week with some stuff, which I think we'll do ChromaGun. We'll keep playing ChromaGun. And there's something else. So we'll do that. Next week is also Steam Next Fest, so I think we'll do maybe first half of the week Steam Next Fest leading up to my stream anniversary. I don't know what we're doing for this, or the stream anniversary. I don't have any plans for that. It'll probably be more than likely a regular stream, but I have some like new stuff planned for it. But I don't have any actual like plans for my stream anniversary. And your partner anniversary will be soon too. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's happening. Have you recorded B-Movie yet? No. I have not done that. Not done that yet. I'm trying to get my stream anniversary stuff done first, and then I'll look into that. But I did say I would play a Souls-like if we get to partner. So there you go. That's all. Getting me to partner, that's on you guys. You guys have to you guys have to do some work. We had a big family reunion at my house yesterday, so we've been prepping the yard and stuff for that this past week. Today was just a chill Sunday birthday. Built some Disney puzzles. Ooh, that's fun. and had a yummy dinner, steak and potatoes, baked potatoes. Just watch movies now. I'm playing a little Minecraft, watch Stargate, now 101 Dalmatians. GG, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a wonderful birthday. What kind of Disney puzzles? What kind of Disney puzzles did you do? Let me, boop. Gonna have myself a little fruit strip. I would gladly help if I had any friends. Fair. You guys are okay. I've been trying for 6 years, you know. They're they're the big floor puzzles that are like 300 pieces, but 2 by 3 foot big. Dang. We have a bunch from when I was a kid. That's so fun. Yeah. I'm gonna have dinner after this. Make a Mochi and Casey Twitch accounts. That wouldn't count, unfortunately. Twitch seems to do some stuff by, like, IP address, and device. So, like, even if you were on Firefox logged in, watching me on your main account, then you open, like, Chrome, and you sign in there under, like, another account, you would only be still counted as one guy. You'd be one viewer. I'm pretty sure. They, like, can track that stuff. It's also, like, so the fact that I'm streaming you to 2 TVs, 1 tablet, 1 phone isn't... No, it's not doing anything. Actually, that's a way to try to get your stream streak messed up. Because, if Daz was here, he would fight me. But I promise you, you can only be watching 2 people for your stream streak to count. If you watch any more than 2 people, your stream streak stops counting. If you have 3 tabs open, it will, like, if you've already been counted for that stream, you're fine. But that, like, 3rd tab, they won't count your stream streak there. If I have a phone and an iPad, could just log into different accounts and all of them. Maybe. I've heard that Twitch does watch, like, it logs your IP. So, like, I don't think it'll count. I have a MacBook. I should try that at some point just to see if I have, like, let's say 2 tabs open here on my main computer, and I open up another streamer. Well, I'd be on the same account. You're saying different accounts. So I don't know. I don't know. It's tricky. That's where it starts getting, like, in the weeds a little bit, where I'm like, I don't actually know. Not even with the VPN. I know VPN breaks chat, but my animals don't need a chat. I don't know. That gets, yeah, maybe you could bypass that. I don't know. But you don't need to do that. I'd rather have legitimate viewers. I'd rather have people that like to watch me. Still waiting for one. I'd rather have people that like watching me. I'm not actually wanting you guys to do that. Because what's going to happen? I get to partner and then it's like I get back down to normal and still nobody watches me. So yeah, no, it's okay. I have to become a likable person first. Then I gotta learn how to do that. All I've learned so far to be a likable person, you need to stream PlayStation retro games. You need to play hockey. You gotta, you know, play bass. It's really that's all I've learned. Calling us nobodies, true for me anyways, but thanks. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That dude sounds like a dork. No, the coolest. No, so yeah, I would rather have like I'd rather have people legitimately like watching me and stuff. Still trying to figure that out. After 6 years, still trying to get there. The things that I've tried this year, nothing's really working, but it's okay. We're changing up some things. We're changing up some things soon. Maybe you guys will like those changes. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so I've got to figure out. My animals do watch you. They just watch off my screen. They're lurkers. Well, understandable. I've got some games in the pipeline that we'll play to fill in some time, but maybe by the end of this year, maybe next year, if we get past 7 more months, I'll look into maybe streaming either Crash or Spyro. Maybe Spyro first. I don't know. Again, I've been sitting on the Reignited Trilogy and Insane Trilogy literally for years. Like I got them from PlayStation Plus and I just never downloaded it once. They haven't mastered typing. They have no choice but to lurk. Nah, it's good. I don't know what I would say to a lizard. Yeah, so, but this month has been a bit crazy. I've been a bit busy with trying to get some things done for the streamiversary. What day is it? It's the 7th. Okay. I had clicked on the 12th for some reason, and I was like, it's not the 12th. I have more than a week until my streamiversary. It's Sunday. It's not even Friday. But yeah, I've got to figure. I'm trying to get some things done. But we'll see. So, but yeah. So this week will be a lot of ChromaGun 2. There's maybe another puzzle game we might play or something. I do have a code for Riven now. I talk to her like I would any other person. I don't have anyone else to talk to. She looks at you like she's listening at least. That's good. Oh, Mochi. Adorable. So yeah. Riven, yeah. So good. I'm excited to play that. But I don't know if we'll do that. I might need a break. I need to put... That might be like... Pause. We come back to it. Because we just finished Myst. And... sometimes I don't like to play those types of games back to back. I feel like... I need to get out of that, puzzle mode a little bit. Sometimes it's too much. Myst was difficult. I didn't realize it was going to be, like, that difficult. When did Riven originally come out? Riven game. 1997. Oh, my goodness. Okay. When did Myst come out? $1993. Oh, so 4 years later. I wonder what, like, quality of life sort of things happened in 4 years in the 90s. It'll be interesting to see if it's like fun, if it's like, or if they like, I don't know. Well, we'll see. I have some thoughts. I know people really liked Myst. I wish it had like a little bit more direction. I think I need a little bit more for a puzzle game like that. When it's a detective game, I think I'm usually good with like, I don't need too much. But I feel like there were so many times where I was like, I don't know what you want me to do right now. I think towards the end we got better at it. But I'm curious if I'm going to be like that with Riven, if I'm going to be sort of stuck, and if there will be a lot of me just wandering around again and being like, well, gotta head off to a meeting. Wivey, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you tonight. That was a surprise that you're streaming tonight, so that'll be good. A good surprise. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We're going to be wrapping up stream here anyways in a few minutes. Yeah, you'll see most of these people. Later. But thanks for popping in. Thought about replaying some games. Maybe Final Fantasy 16 might happen at some point. We have a couple of other small games. Am I going to finish 8? I don't know. It seemed when I played Final Fantasy 8, it seemed like that was another one of those games where there weren't as many interested people as I was hoping there would be. Especially because I was like, it's such a meaningful game to me. So I think you left us on a cliffhanger. Yeah, we stopped at a disc point. So I kind of stopped streaming it. I don't know if we'll go back to it. Want to know what happened? Yeah. But yeah, I think it seemed like most people weren't very. I know you were there, and we had one person who was here who, like, loves watching Final Fantasy VIII. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll go back to it. I sort of thought maybe. It seemed like people weren't super into it, so that's why we moved on. I thought maybe because it was like one of my favorite games, that might be like we'll watch Jet's favorite game. But that didn't seem to be a hook enough. So I think, yeah, we'll probably might just move on or save it for maybe if we get more people in that are like big Final Fantasy people. That or that like watching JRPGs or something, maybe we'll go back to it and just pick up where we left off. But I don't know. We'll see. I haven't decided. Final Fantasy VIII is not on my list. We might try Final Fantasy 15 as well. I love 15. It's very good. It's definitely different from the rest of them, but it is a good one. I thought about maybe doing that before 16, but I don't know if you don't have to do that, but we'll see. We have quite a few games. That's 10. 15 is the all boys road trip, pretty much. The main party is just a group of friends. Well, yeah, they're friends, but it's just all guys. At some point, there's like 2 women who join at like different times for like a limited amount of time, but I remember when I first started playing 15, I was like, this feels so weird, because I feel like in most Final Fantasies, it's the party members, the ones that are typically the most like special and iconic are the women typically. And I was like, this feels weird. It's just a group of guys. But I ended up really liking it by the end. The cast grew on me. and they're friends. They also like, I was about to say they're kind of like work friends in a way too, because one person is a prince, and like, I guess they all grew up together, but there's definitely a sense of like one of them is supposed to be like his bodyguard. So he's like kind of a like work colleague more. Then there's like one guy they all kind of work for him is the thing. So they're not just friends, they're also work friends. So it feels weird, but they're all friends. They're I think deep down they're all friends. Anyway, they can just lose their job, I guess, if they lost their job, would they still be friends? I don't know. Would you play the underwater soccer one? But it's not my favorite. To be fair, I've only seen that one in part of it. 10 is not my favorite. It's a lot of people's favorite. It's a lot of people's first Final Fantasy because it's the first one that has voice acting. But 10 wasn't ever my favorite. I started streaming it, and kind of, sort of similar. I felt like people weren't super interested in me playing it. Maybe I'm learning people just are not interested in me playing RPGs like that. JRPGs on stream. Wait. Let me look at my streamed games. What other JRPG? I mean, Clair Obscure, I think counts. But to be fair, that was sort of not. That one wasn't well watched. Maybe you guys don't like watching me play JRPGs. That's I think I'm learning something. The underwater soccer was just boring, and there was so much of it. I don't even remember the story. There's so much more beyond the soccer. There is, I would imagine, I don't know if the person you were watching was also, there's like, if they're achievement hunting as well, there are some achievements you get by playing all of the and winning all of the Blitzball. I played it, but I was just like, I'm just trying to get to the end. I don't care about Blitzball. I'm not trying to get the achievement for it, so I don't know. I feel like, now I'm looking at this list, I actually have not played many JRPGs. Well, I guess, I mean, maybe it's turn-based JRPGs. Maybe that's what people don't like. Because I would say Final Fantasy VII Remake Rebirth, those did well, but those aren't turn-based. And it's like modern graphics. Clair Obscure's modern graphics, but it is turn-based. I don't think many people watched me play it. Interesting. Because of time zones, I didn't get to see his whole stream, but every time I tuned in, he was always playing underwater soccer. Yeah, there's really not that much of it. So I don't know if maybe he was going for an achievement or something. But there's like, because there is a tournament, but like, you don't, some people replay those, like, and will like save scum, like go back to win, because if you win, you can like you learn some ability, which is like one of the stronger abilities in the game, I think. I like 10. Like, I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite. Some people's, that's their favorite. They'll say, like, Final Fantasy 7 is number 1, Final Fantasy 10 is number 2, that they really like. But it's not... I don't mind some of the characters, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. 15 is fun. Again, people call that the boys road trip one because that's pretty much what it is. But it's very good. 16, I really don't know anything about. But it is the newest one. But yeah, we'll see. I don't really know. The one thing is those are like time commitments. So that's one of those things where I was saying, like, especially looking ahead of September, I know that I would need to start it. If I played a big game like that, it needs to be... I need to give ample time to play it, pretty much. Because I don't want to start that and then be like, and Control Resonant is out. Looked at getting 16 when it was on sale, but it doesn't run on Steam Deck. No! I've heard good things. I know Daz loves it. He's the one who convinced me to get it. But, well, friends, we'll probably stop here. But we will raid out to Lurkette because she's playing Subnautica and she's online and she's great. But before we go, Bear, thank you so much for the 25 stream streak. Sushi for the raid, and YV, thank you for coming in and for the 23 months. I appreciate. Thanks for being here. All right. Let us go raid. Lurkette 26. Friends, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. We'll be back tomorrow with more ChromaGun. We'll just pick up where we left off. We'll keep doing that until we finish it. I really don't know. I think there's maybe 5 chapters. We're on chapter 3. I could be wrong though. But we'll kind of see how it all plays out. That is it for us today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and or night. I hope work goes well for you all tomorrow. If I see you guys in YV's stream tonight, great. It'll be fun to see a game. I know nothing of the game he's playing, so it'll be fun to sit and watch and chat and lounge. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys again next time. Also, make sure to say hello to Lurkette. Just put some hype in chat. Follow her if you're not. But I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye!